It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
You've seen... Oh, wait. Her? Yeah. Let's ask about her.
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
I'm curious how they're bishops, but you can just ask about Rhea.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fódlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seiros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
So, it's interesting. This lady and her right hand, they both have this distinctive green hair and eyes. They look awfully similar to the goddess, quote-unquote, that's talking with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe they all just dye their hair to come off as, like, closer. I don't know.
Closer to her? Yeah. We haven't seen her ears. No, I'm kidding. She probably isn't some kind of bizarre hybrid.
Though she does have a lot of the same, like...
She has the same motif
iconography
going on.
Yeah.
They probably are worshipping...
the weirdly uterine-looking hearts.
Hey! So, they're potentially worshipping the very same goddess that has been talking with you, who's been sleeping? We'll have to see.
And yes, it looks like he is definitively our father. I wish we looked more like him. Like, if we were just blonde, it would be perfect.
Yeah, or if they shared the same eye color at the very least. But yeah, I definitely agree.
I do appreciate that the main character has a father, though he's probably going to get, like, axed or something, or disappear, who knows what.
Oh no.
I mean, that's how it always... It would be great if he was just, like, always around, and it was just, like, a father-son duo for the entire game, just because. I have corrupted people. Anyway, my name is X.
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seiros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seiros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? I really like the idea of our character being selectively stupid.
Okay, keep going with it if you want.
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right?
Well, it turns out they're lacking in a certain amount of Bishonen eye candy, so they've decided to bring you on just to stand around and look good and read from a book.
Wait, what do you mean?
I was just thinking they have a quota for attractive teachers. Because they had one lady walking around, and it's like, yeah, we need to balance it out. They're starting to get a little old, so we're bringing in fresh blood just to look good. Anyway.
Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
She knows about the spirit in him all along.
It's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest scholar and professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
What's a songstress in this realm?
Usually songstresses and dancers.
Are they like bards that embolden
so
people?
When you move and take an action, your character grays out and can't act again until the next turn. Usually bards, dancers, and so on and so forth can move up to the character and dance, sing, so on and so forth.
Give them another turn.
And give them another turn, yeah. They're actually pretty useful. They're a pain in the butt to grind up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Mittelfranc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
Also, I have an attraction to men only with green hair, and he's the second one I've ever found.
He's
I like
teal.
to surround myself
Teal.
in... It's still pretty green. I like to surround myself in like-haired men. No reason.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
I like it how the main character is just doing staying alive whenever we're loading. Staying alive. Staying alive. Very slowly. So do we have any plans on who we're going to steal from any other houses? We don't know who the characters are. I have avoided all spoilers for this game, so I don't know who anybody is, apart from the main characters who you can't steal, so it's...
Wait. Was that dun 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 da 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 da? Do you know what I mean? Isn't that the Fire Emblem theme?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Wander, you should take a look at all these people.
Food man.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, that sweat. That's not.
No, that's just
not attractive
spaghetti
in the
juices.
slightest.
His hair is just naturally moist and ropey.
Of course.
Exploring. While exploring the monastery, move the camera, zoom in and out, hold dash. If you're ever unsure of what to do next, look to the left side of the screen. Your current objectives will be displayed there. Oh, this is different. Oh god, it feels very strange though. There's something about the camera and the movement that just feels off.
It's jagged too.
I think it's because... So this was developed at least in part by Koei Tecmo, and I'm feeling that right now.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers' Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
I'm not used to having quests in Fire Emblem. Usually just linear missions and then like some side stuff. Anyway. I wonder if you could deny. Just be like, no! So quests are tasks given to you by people around the monastery. Those who can give or involved with quests will have icons by them.
This is probably to progress the plot and to introduce yourself to characters.
Well, I think there's side quests too. So,
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
okay, so we got the first floor. Let's see. Let's go see if we can find some house elves. See if I can recruit them. There's something about the speed and like the movement that just feels wrong. Like it feels really strange running. I'll be fine with it because it doesn't matter, but it feels very PS2 era JRPG movement.
The mini-map. Yep, it's in the upper right corner of the screen. Shows you where you're going.
Ah!
Zoom in and out.
Wow.
The reception hall. This is where everyone eats lunch, too.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresbalg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles? Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant, arrogant even, but there's little to be done. One day I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Okay, so she is a noble. Her strengths are swords. Oh! So there's no weapon triangle, it's character strengths and weaknesses. That's interesting.
Oh, so she's weak to archery and magic?
So ranged attacks. And we can zoom in on her. Why?
Hubert. Rah.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
So what class is he? Just noble. They don't really have specific classes yet. Strengths. Now what's the 2 books versus the 1 book? Is it healing magic versus
yeah, there's
normal
divine magic, and then there's reason and divine or religion. I don't remember. I don't like him.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Iyer, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is, perhaps, too pleased with its own status.
Notice that she said Iger for the AE in the family name.
I mean, it probably varies.
Mm-hmm.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
If unit takes no action except wait, he recovers 10% of his HP.
That's amusing. Unfortunately, as a magic character, he almost would be great as a tank. Because then you could just have him sit around in a...
And wait, yeah.
Because he'd be great for choke points if he had like 50, 60 HP just sitting there recovering it. Because you would need to bring a healer out. Oh well.
Caspar.
He's the second son of Count Bergliez. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's overly energetic and rushes headfirst into any battle. If he ends up in your care, be sure to keep a close eye on him. She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Interesting. Okay.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
So yeah, anybody near her heals. So that's actually really good.
Mm-hmm. And she's a songstress. Interesting.
Yeah, so she would be like a good healer support type character. Kind of varying.
Mm-hmm.
To the west of Fódlan is an archipelago called Bridget. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Bridget is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
And yet she's a commoner. Yeah, help me remember Dorothea.
Okay. I mean, but the thing is, out of all of these characters, did you like at least half of them?
No.
Yeah.
I
none of them are
literally
really
like Dorothea.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle House. She's a songstress.
What were the other ones' skills?
Most are just like minor stat bonuses. Attack bonus damage when she's not at full HP. Extra crit if the enemy is like lower than half health. Some kind of avoidance bonus. Heals
The
himself,
healing.
but he's a mage, so yeah, we'll see. Okay, so we have something over here.
We should have the... Wasn't there one other house that was in this area?
There's someone to talk to here.
Unless we had to still talk with
Oh,
Edelgard.
this guy, maybe.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Yes.
Okay, so we've already talked to her. There's a lot of people to talk to in this next room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, courtyard.
Oh, kitty! Go to the cat! Now! Wait, you can't interact with
Nope,
it?
I cannot interact with cat.
Oh.
I'm really disappointed they went with these textures. I
They
really
have
wish...
several cats, maybe to keep rats out of the academy.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, hey, there's Claude over there.
Yep. It's very hard to walk in this game. You usually just end up sprinting full tilt.
Oh, well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude Von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Leicester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone? Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little. He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
I hate his hair, but his ability is pretty cool.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and... actually, that's about it.
Now this is 10 HP at the max. Yeah. You triggered by the
I
luck
like
stat.
this guy, and yeah, his goodie basket. Oh. His trigger percentage is equal to his luck stat, so that's not quite as good as that other character, but that's still kind of good.
Unless you are able
He also
to acquire
looks
more
like a
luck.
solid 10 years older than everybody else.
His pecs are so huge, his shirt's gonna burst at the buttons.
He is good at everything melee. His weakness is horses, books, and bows.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, it doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
A lot of all-rounders on this. Well, no. Not really.
Wait, so he grants hit, but does he help everyone else's accuracy?
I'm not
or
sure.
A single?
My assumption is he just has like crazy bonus accuracy, but it could be wrong. But plus 20 hit would have helped a lot in a lot of characters in previous games.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Double skill
Lysithea
experience
is the
earned in
daughter
battle.
of Count Ordelia, but watch out.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm liking this setup. They seem very charming, and their abilities are interesting.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
She also recovers up to 20 HP at the start of each turn when adjacent
20%
to
max
cavalry.
HP. Yeah, when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally. So as long as she's next to a horse, she is just a horse fanatic. The reason why she doesn't talk to people is because she only talks to horses.
Marianne is... she doesn't interact... Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
Adjacent male allies deal 3 extra damage during combat.
Leone enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary. I think she said that her father is a hunter. She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
If a male ally is adjacent, the unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage. So what? All these ladies are...
So the previous one inspires other men, whereas she inspires herself if she's next to a dude.
This is so weird. Why the gender? I don't know. So, you like this group a lot more than the last one.
Oh yeah, way more interesting. Also burly man.
The Golden Deer House is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Our house leader is heir to the Alliance's leadership, House Regan. We have plenty of other prominent nobles as well.
We have spotted people.
Everyone.
Hello.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
I could do without him, if only because.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leone Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Well... Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm Hilda Valentine Goneril, and her name is... Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Seiros or something? Well, I look forward to seeing more of you. So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithea von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
What do you think?
Hi.
Maximum speed, go.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hi.
this classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you. This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude. Should you ever require my strength, please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
I just want one of these characters to be like, and this is Dedu. And Dedu's like, honk! And says nothing more. Like, I realized that would not fit this game, but you just have one character that's, like, moderately nonverbal and just... I don't know.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
I don't mind the characters of this house, but you don't like Spaghetti Man.
Yeah, that's my problem. Spaghetti Man is an issue.
And who's this? You don't look familiar at all. Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, mercy. Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend.
I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
Okay.
I wonder how many characters you can poach from any of the other houses.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
But did I hear a pigeon?
Yeah, you did.
Ooh.
You heard a pidge. I'm attempting to... Oh, I can't speak with those people.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class? I look forward to getting better acquainted with you.
Greetings.
I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Bridget to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fódlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello. I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard? That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Linhard, goodbye.
We found him!
How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
We found the guy. It wasn't Hog, it was Goodbye.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
She's wanking. No.
Ah.
Thank you. Hey.
Guard your lines.
Where's the... There's Dimitri.
Please accept my apologies for the other day. You came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself. I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention? Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped. Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Young. He looks older than me.
He grants
Felix
defense.
is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
So he works better alone. Is that what it means?
Yeah.
With the battalion?
He's the adoptive son of Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar, but I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
He can pick locks?
Yeah, so he'd be another character. So he has a thief ability, but he's not necessarily a thief. You could actually use him as other things, which might be amazing. Ash seems incredibly useful. Like, out of all of the characters, he's the one I'd want to poach the most, probably.
Wait, you can poach characters from other...
Supposedly, somebody
What?
said you can poach them.
I can't imagine that they would abandon their
Sylvain is the heir
kingdoms.
to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help. I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Oh, so she heals as well as...
Yeah, so she is a
healing.
natural healer. So how many people can you poach? Because Mercedes, Dorothea, and Ash seem pretty damn good.
Who knows?
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night. Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
So you can recruit all except for 5 to any house you join, including the teachers. Wait, so from 5 of each? Or all except for 5 characters total? Huh.
Weird. Well, okay. So reviewing everything, it just doesn't seem like the Red House appeals to us at all. But there are some characters in this house that are nice, and there are definitely some characters in Yellow House.
Ash and Mercedes were good, and there was the one girl in the Red House. But Yellow House entirely was people that I was interested in. So I'm sticking with that probably.
Now, do you have to meet the professors? Is that what's going on right now?
I appreciate your effort.
Nope. Veneria. Continue exploring. There's still people.
So
we
many
haven't
cats.
met. Cats.
Whoa, there's a dog. And wait, who's this guy's mysterious?
What do you want? I am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction. These are the training grounds. Goodbye.
Well, we met some weird dude. Also was dog.
That's so.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll have to see as we go further.
We weren't meeting more professors?
No.
Okay.
So if you check the map. Wait. Hold on. There's a second floor.
Yes.
And these are all miscellaneous students that aren't affiliated to any of the houses.
Stairs. 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 Okay, there we go. So here are the teachers, by the way.
Okay. Let's go take a look.
Supposedly.
I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay, now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
Ooh, I like the decor in this room. Purple and green.
Mm-hmm. Sup, Dad?
Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
I'm glad you seem to be enjoying this so far.
It's interesting.
Crest
Ooh,
Analyzer.
a Crest Analyzer.
Right. What this crest be? It looked like seaweed.
This is my
Like my
research
hair.
laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
The crest is potentially determined by your birthday.
Oh, Professor! Dropping by so soon? I expected we'd take some time, exchange a few smiles as we passed in the hall, flirt a bit, you know. Well, you're here now, and I do like a man who knows what he wants. Lock the door.
No!
Huh. That welcome didn't faze you at all, did it? What's the matter? Don't you like me? Or are you just so innocent you don't understand me?
No, I was too preoccupied with the unicorn-horned corpse standing as a coat rack in the room.
Oh. I was gonna say, I'm sorry I didn't hear you over the sound of your colossal bazongas.
Wait, is that it's not a unicorn horn so much as a blade?
Yeah, it's a knife stuck
or
right
knife?
between.
Oh!
Gross.
Get out of there! Also,
Well-
why does she just have a bed in her room? There's no bed in the other rooms.
Well, infirmary.
this is the multiple bed. I see.
I mean...
Ew! Could you imagine being a student that needs to get some medical attention and you're put on this bed and you're like, something's not right about it.
This bed has a weird stank.
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fódlan. I am Tomas the Librarian. If you have need of me, do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for... I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
Dead end. Another bed. No, that. Inspection. Wait, hold on. I can use this for evil.
Hey.
Don't go back in her room. Be gone. Wait, what are you looking at? Ah!
Eh. Some of these 3D models were not meant to be looked at up close.
You're not going to use the Crest Analyzer?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Give me seaweed. Sup, Dad? Inspect, Dad! Sup. Wow, actually, these models hold up pretty well close up. Why do the environments look so garbage in comparison? I guess you're not supposed to look at them, but like...
The books are
God,
very low
these books
res.
are like PS2 era. I don't know, I'm going to be a little bit hard on that because like they certainly had the budget to make everything look nice. And instead they just made the characters look nice, which like... That's the most important part, and like some of these rooms have some good art direction to them.
Oh, this is
And then you zoom in and you're like, man.
What's up out on the wall? Can we look? Dragon.
See, that's pretty cool. I'm down with that. I don't know.
The books are a disappointment.
The books are a travesty. I would not read those books. I would be illiterate in this universe, which is good because I think I am.
Because of X?
Yeah, early PS3 graphics.
How are you enjoying your time at the Academy thus far? I hope you have found our halls brimming with the vitality of well-intentioned souls.
Nope.
I suppose it is time for you to take charge of one of our 3 houses of students.
I must note that I am personally against entrusting someone as lacking in trackable history as yourself with such a task. But it is as the Archbishop desires.
The black eagles, the blue lions, and the golden deer. All so different. I hope you've made it a point to get to know each of them.
Since you are new here, we have decided to allow you first pick. Manuela and I will take charge of the remaining 2 houses.
Which house will I choose? Let's see. So people are kind of responding to my gripes about the environment. If the GameCube can make Tales of Symphonia look amazing, and this doesn't do the environment justice, then they should change how they handle the style of the environment. Because realism doesn't really fit Fire Emblem that well anyway.
It's also a thing of, it wasn't so much that the books were bad. They could have had just a better texture on them and it would have looked fine even if they were just a flat rectangle going all the way down. It was the fact that you could see all of the pixels, and it's kind of akin to when you're developing an art portfolio. The worst piece brings everything down. So
yeah, and it doesn't matter that much.
It doesn't matter as much because it's just
I just wish the environments matched the characters better, because the characters are so vibrant and colorful and very cel-shaded. Like, yeah, you can very much tell that this game needs some better anti-aliasing, but like, whatever.
Oh, because of the end of, if you notice the edges of her ribbons.
It might not even be that
pixelated.
noticeable for people not on a 50-inch TV, but like, I love how the characters look. They're so good. I just wish the environment matched, because it's not that the characters are these like high def things. It's that they have so much style.
Can we look at each house? I know that we're gonna choose. I'm just noticing how this is very pink and purple and saturated.
Yeah.
And then everyone seems to be very blue and gray here. There are some reds, but
Definitely some summer colors.
But I noticed that everyone's pastel here.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. But yeah, in any case, that's just about appearances. But we liked more of the characters from this house. I wish there was more variety. So many of them are so young and similar.
Yeah. I was hoping for some more like, honestly, beefy looking dudes.
Well, because it seems like...
Because as far as the men go, you have these like weird, creepy, gaunt dudes, the boy toys, and then the children. They do age up, though. This is the younger version. I'm not sure what they're going to look like. Aged up. But maybe they don't change at all visually. I'm not sure.
Is that a feature in most Fire Emblem games, that there's a time skip?
This one has a time skip. Fire Emblem...
Awakening did.
Awakening has it. It has... Yeah. And somebody also brings up that there are very few not white characters. This is true.
Yeah, I think it's really... It's questionable what Claude is himself, but he does have a darker hue to him.
Yeah.
And then there was the guy from the other country. Yeah. Dedue.
Dudu.
Was Petra darker too? Or... Because she was from a neighboring land. A little.
A little, but not much.
She's from another kingdom.
She'd be like... I don't know, Eastern European or something, as opposed to... But yeah. The Awakening had time travel. I know Conquest had, like, time travel babies, but that was about it, which was very strange.
Oh yeah, the baby business.
I don't think this game has children, which I'm very excited for, because the whole, matchmaking children thing was just like, yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely awkward. I mean, it's fun in a game when you're... I don't want to say trying to progress relationships with your friends, but when you have your main character also pairing up with someone, that's awkward.
I guess I've always had this problem with the Fire Emblem games because I played the ones before they started adding waifus to everything. Because the support conversations in the Game Boy Advance games felt so earnest and interesting. Whereas, like, in Awakening, it was all about, like, who are we gonna shack up together? Ooh, these characters look like they're going to make the best babies. Let's put them together and make some kind of OP love child that can travel through time and kick everything's ass so all their parents are meaningless. Well, I
wonder what the statistics are going to be for what houses everyone will choose.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd like to see an online poll, or I don't know if the game is secretly keeping track of how many, you know how with various Telltale games, they would say how many people made this decision versus that decision. I'm curious to see which house comes out on top for initial choice. I do like the deer house. I mean, I'm very partial to deer. I love deer. Yeah. But also, they're not a holy kingdom and they're not an empire. These are merchants and lesser nobles that have come together to form some kind of new kingdom. I don't know.
I'm not a big fan of monarchies or empires. And
Claude is straightforward and
I like his hair.
No, he definitely has the Padawan braid going for him.
Deer led by Claude, correct? Your heart has made its choice then. All I ask is that you guide these open minds with virtue, care, and sincerity.
They are all promising youths who bear the weight of Fódlan's future upon their shoulders. I hope you appreciate what an honor it is to lead them.
Brother? Oh, I am so sincerely sorry. I did not mean to interrupt.
I'm in the middle of something, Flame. Is it urgent?
No, it's nothing. More importantly, who is this?
Why is there an asparagus child here?
Flame. Didn't they mention her before?
Maybe.
Oh, it was in a cutscene, something about Flame.
I don't remember, but she is an asparagus child, and I felt like that needed to be pointed out.
Okay.
Let's move on.
This is our newest professor at the Academy.
Oh my! A new addition to the Officers' Academy! I am so very pleased to meet you, Professor. I am Seteth's little sister, Flame. I am so happy to make your acquaintance.
Let us focus on the topic at hand. There is something you should be aware of. In a few days' time, there will be a mock battle between the three houses, intended to gauge the current progress of the students. We will be using this battle as an opportunity to ascertain your own abilities as well. Please do not disappoint the Archbishop. That is all.
Seta is the guy with the cool office, by the way, that we really liked.
No, I know.
Wait, what? Are you really our new homeroom professor?
Is that true? You aren't quite what I had pictured. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean that the way it sounded.
I was sure you'd be roped into joining the Knights.
Don't tell me. You chose this class just to get to know me better, right? I'm flattered, really. Whoops. Now that you're our professor, maybe I should choose my words more carefully. Oh, well then, since we're pretty close in age and all, I suppose formalities aren't all that necessary.
One must truly marvel at the exceptionality of this appointment, becoming a teacher to students almost the same age as yourself. How unusual. I've heard you are a skilled mercenary, but I cannot shake my discomfort at your new position.
Are you really as strong as they say? Let's see your biceps. I bet I packed on more muscle than you.
I doubt that. Apparently our new professor was personally recommended by Alois, one of the Knights.
As far as skill goes, I saw it with my own eyes. What's more, Teach here is the child of the most renowned former captain of the Knights of Seiros.
I heard. There's no way a child of the captain isn't worthy. It's simply not possible. The captain? Who are you talking about? Captain Geralt, of course. The most notable captain of the Knights of Seiros and a peerless mercenary.
Go with I don't know, lower one?
You're exaggerating a bit. Wait, no, I don't want that one.
It doesn't matter what you think of him. Captain Geralt deserves nothing but respect. Well, after working as a mercenary alongside a father figure such as he, I have high hopes for our professor. Just because someone is special doesn't mean their children are special too, Lysithia. Assuming that a child is going to be exceptional just because of their lineage is a bad idea. Don't you agree, Marianne? Huh? Oh, yes. I suppose
I'm just
so.
disappointed because our professor's
we can find
into
out for
horse.
ourselves in battle. I can't wait to see what tactics you've learned from the captain.
A battle? Shouldn't we have a welcome party or something first? I'll get the meat.
How savage. I propose a nice conversation over tea instead. I am more than willing to procure some high-quality leaves.
Tea? You can't get to know someone over tea. If there's no meat involved, it's not a party.
Your common sensibilities are grating to my noble ears. Please quiet yourself.
Sorry for the bickering, Teach. As you can see, the Golden Deer House is a rowdy bunch. We're not especially unified. You'll find nobles and commoners alike here, those who are dedicated to their studies alongside slackers. But hey, that just makes your life more exciting, right? I really hope you're looking forward to the year ahead as much as I am.